Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of Rants with Dez, aka Dez Rant. Happy Thursday through Wednesday. We're close enough to that part where at nighttime, night, morning, afternoon, and evening. Today we have a fun one, half-ass fun one. These idiots think they're doing something good, but they're just being retarded sons of nutcrackers. And you know what? I don't give a shit if people hate me for saying retarded because these people are. I'm not talking about special needs people. The special needs people are smarter than these people. I want to be freaking perfectly clear on that one. What these people are doing is Trump's a king? No, 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 no. I'm gonna wait for a few more minutes before we get a few more people on here before I actually continue on with the story. The fact is, I'm gonna enjoy this one because this one's gonna be a fun one for me because at the end of the day, this is one of the ones that actually one of the reasons why I voted for Trump because he's not a king, and he knows it. If he was, he would never have left back in 2020 the White House. Let's be honest. That's what makes it funny. So we'll wait a few more moments before we actually get started. Quite frankly, like I said, we're gonna have a fun one on this one. So hopefully you guys are having a fantastic evening, day, morning, afternoon, or night, depends on where you guys are watching this or when you're watching this. I'm gonna get started once it hits 2:15 for the time period, so about a half a minute from now. That's what I hate about. I think that's why a lot of these streamers start differently than like I do it. When I go live, I just go live. And that was North that actually just wrote me. I'm not sure if he's still watching or not. But anyway, just figure, put it out there. Do. In a few seconds, we will get started because I have a lot to say. But I'll get it done in a short period of time, to be honest. By the way, if you guys enjoy this content that are out watching, please hit the like, notification bell, and subscribe to this channel. And also, share this shit. Piss off your liberal friends. Sharon is Karen. And who doesn't love pissing off a Karen? So, the No Kings protest basically is going towards, it's mostly in liberal cities, of course. Everybody knows that already. And it's funny as hell because they're the ones that are badass, crazy hurt about everything that Trump does. And to me, it's fantastic. I would not want to be in those cities or actually around any of that because these people are freaking nuts nowadays. Can you trust any of these leftists anymore at this point? By the way, for those people who just join in, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe and hit the like notification bell. I got to say it because otherwise I don't get no subscribers. When it comes to the leftist cities, these people are batshit crazy. And they will shoot you just for wearing the wrong hat. This hat, a MAGA hat, they will shoot you dead because you know what? You are against them. And Trump is not a king. He knows he's not a king. That's what makes it so funny. You retards, he's not a king. Like I said before, I really got started on this rant. I'm not talking about special needs people. They're smarter than these people that are going to these protests. They are way smarter than they are. These people have been fed propaganda year after year after year that basically Trump is basically Hitler. And hell, like I said the other nights on Tuesday, that if Trump was Hitler, he must be Hitler 2.0 because he freed the Jews from Hamas. Weird how that works. And they're also saying it's about free speech. Congratulations, lefties. Now you're about free speech. Wow. How many years did we go through your freaking bullshit of trying to cancel people on the right? Now you get to say what you got to say. Congratulations, sweetheart. You've finally earned a spot at the kid table. Not the big table, the kid table. Because you know what? You got to gain that way up. You got to gain the way up. The fact is, at the end of the day, I think it's hilarious. I think when it comes down to the left, they are so freaking silly. So what is Trump actually going against? Anti-Christianity, anti-capitalism, and anti-American people. Well, that makes sense to me. Because you know what? At this point, liberalism is not pro-America. And I know the troller right down there is trolling me. No, brother or sister. Z's or I know you love trolling. I know you love trolling. The fact is, it is what it is, brother. The fact is, at the end of the day, it. Hey, how about you bring yourself on a camera once? Do you actually go live on a camera actually and do anything other than troll? Because that's my question for you. I love you though for doing this. I do love you for doing this because the fact is, so I'm gonna finish what I gotta say, and then I'll actually talk. I'll talk to the troll. And the fact is, he's subscribed to the channel for a beat here. I appreciate everybody that's actually on here. Like I said, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe, hit the like notification bell. Trump is going against the anti-Christianity, anti-capitalism, and anti-America thing. The fact is, capitalism is huge. Let's be honest. If it wasn't for capitalism, we would just be another third world country. Diz, what about that 2% or 1% of people? What about them? The fact is we need that 1%. That 1% grows this country, and we need them. The freaking people that are actually, the no King's Day thing is so hilarious because they don't understand what's going on. And my troll buddy there, I still love the fact that you're doing this, and I do love it. I need trolls. I need a friendly troll. I believe you're actually one of the friendly ones. And the fact is, at the end of the day, we as a society, we're slowly getting there. But we also need to realize when the left is so fucked up thinking that Trump is actually Hitler, when they think he's actually a dictator, that thinks he's a king. Back in 2020, if Trump would have stayed in the White House and not left, I would have agreed with you, troll. I would have agreed with you. He left before Biden got there. How is that fucking, part of my French, a king material right there? At the end of the day, I know you love trolling, and I do appreciate it. At the end of the day, Trump actually is acting more like a president. And he's actually more like a Reagan, Washington, Lincoln kind. First off, I love Reagan because he was not a politician. Neither is Trump. Washington was one of the creator of it, of this great nation of ours. Lincoln freed the slaves. 3 great presidents that I'm comparing to Trump. I think Trump actually puts them actually under shame because I know with technology nowadays, if Washington would have the technology of right now, I guarantee you Washington would have done things differently, and he might have been up there. But the fact is, at the end of the day, what we got here, we have something that's so freaking fantastic. And Trump, it's just, the way he speaks was what makes it so glorious. He doesn't give a shit if he upsets anybody. He doesn't give a shit if he actually like threads the needle, I guess I would say. What I mean by that is like if he offends anybody even more. That's how I take the thread needle. I know other people take it a different way. Maybe that's a conversation for a different day. Just like a couple other topics at hand, but not tonight. What they're doing this coming weekend, I would like to know how much violence is going to be. How much violence will there be in those cities that these asshats are going to be protesting? Not a King's Day. I'm proud of them for protesting that because Trump's not a king. Trump knows he's not a king. And the fact is, at the end of the day, it's glorious when it comes down to it. He knows it, and he should be applauding them like he did last year. Last year, I think he's like, what did he make? He made some kind of comment, but he's like, he knew he was not a king, and that's what he needed. It's like, thank you for not, thinking I was a king. Or actually, that was last year. The left has gotten so fucking Looney Tunes, pardon my French, that I don't even know if they know where the X actually hits anymore at this point. What's your guys' thoughts? I want to actually read one of Troll's comments here. You are so delusional. You can't see. You sound like a Democrat 4 years ago. Really? I'm not even sure what side of the spectrum you're actually on, brother. It sounds like you're maybe an independent, but voting more left. I love the whole bullshit of trolling thing. Pick a side, though. Pick a side. That's just like bisexuals. Pick a side. If you're gay, be gay. If you're lesbian, be lesbian. I don't care. Be you. Just do not troll channels that are actually having some fun. But I do appreciate the trolling, to be honest. Because I know once I get half-ass bigger, I need all that much practice. But then again, I won't be paying attention to the comments. I'll be more so focused on what I got to say. So if you're actually close to those cities that are actually doing the No Kings protest, I recommend you stay the hell out of those cities. Because you don't want to deal with those assholes. Who knows what they're going to have for weapons? Who knows what they're going to have for basically anything? Stay the hell away from them so you don't have to worry about being hurt by these assholes. Because these guys do not care about you. If you're wearing the wrong... If you were just a red hat, they'll come after you. Doesn't have to say Make America Great Again. It can just be just a regular red hat. They'll come after you just because of the symbol of the red hat. I think I'm done on here for now. Once again, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I got what I need to say about this one. I was actually just looking stuff up before I went live. I was like, what do I want to go talk about tonight? My next time I go live, I plan on going live this weekend sometime for sure. Brother, you have no idea. Go in front of a camera and talk for a beat about politics, brother. You'll understand why there's a fear. People on the right don't usually do that. It's people on the left. And trust me, I know that already. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've only started on YouTube like a beat ago, but Instagram and Facebook's been 10 years. So you know what? You can say what you want, but the fact is, at the end of the day, until you do this actually for fun, I do this for fun. I like to be a half-ass comedian. That's what I do. Once again, I'm going to actually head out. I'll give you guys a few more seconds if you guys want to actually subscribe to this channel. Once again, I love you guys, though. I do appreciate you guys. Actually, the left's out of line. The right has to be now because they're killing the people on the right. And that's the truth. And I know you guys know that already, but the fact is, I guess you're having a gay old time. That's fantastic. I appreciate you having fun. That's awesome. See, that's what's funny about that word. It used to be a gay old time like on the Flintstones. See, you can change words. Like the rainbow was actually God's sign of never actually flooding Earth again. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully you actually enjoy this this content I actually do. If you don't, I still appreciate you subscribing to the channel. The fact is, once again, I'm going to actually head off on this one. I'm going to charge my phone for a beat. That'll be going live in probably about an hour. Going live on Instagram. That's when we usually have a panel. So once again, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, peace out like always. Happy holidays.